Mitch here, back with more Fortnite, Chapter 3, Season 4, Fortnitemares 2022. And what we're going to do today is we're going to go to Grim Gables for the boss fight. And I have not got to do this yet, although there's multiple attempts, not through a lack of trying, that's for sure. I've tried multiple times, but a lot of times I've been completely unsuccessful because it is just that difficult because of the people. And it seems like this is a hot spot where people keep landing here, and it's like it's very difficult to do what I'm trying to do. And I had a planned out. I had it all planned out. At first, I discovered this the boss accidentally because I was in the house and the floor just caved out, and then I fell down, and then there was this octopus looking carving on the floor on the ground, and then something crazy was happening, and just like the ground was rumbling, and they're fighting. People land immediately. Oh my god, bro. This is exactly what I was just trying to explain. I'm too late. Come on. It worked. Oh my god, yes. I don't even care that I just died. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. It worked. I'm happy. It worked. It worked. This has been the most difficult quest of all of them so far, bro. It has been so difficult, and I literally was in the middle of trying to explain that until I saw the health of the. I was like, wait, that has to be the boss. No. So basically, let me go back to lobby. This one's probably gonna be a quick one then. But I thought it was, well, when I first started recording, I assumed that it's probably gonna be a much longer one because the previous attempts was much longer gameplays because it was me trying my best to do this, and it's been that difficult for a multitude of reasons. And that's one of those reasons is the people. And when I landed there the first time, I landed there not knowing what's going to happen, completely unexpectedly. I dropped down. I was like, the ground was like caved underneath me, and then I was down there, and then like, I don't know, basically the ground was shaking, and then like this enemy spawned there, which was the boss, what do you even call her? I don't even know. I forget her name. The Inquisitor, whatever it was. And so I started to shoot at her, but then, she started spamming me with like a whole bunch of fire. And I just could not do anything. I was immediately demolished because like she just kept spamming fire, and it just like I just burned alive. I had no chance. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? So I was thinking, I have an idea. Since she throws a lot of fire at you, what's the one thing on Fortnite that we have now that's impervious to fire damage? The chrome, right? So that's what I used. I was like, okay, so my plan is to land over to the closest. I need the closest location of the chrome like a chromified area on the map that's the closest to Grim Gables, and obviously that would be here. This is the closest spot right here, and I landed about right here and looked around, searched around these areas around the place to collect chrome splashes, and I wanted to have at least 1 to 2 stacks of chrome splashes. And that's what I was doing until, for some reason, there was a lot of other people landing there, and it just made it so difficult. I couldn't even get the chrome splashes that I was trying to do. So that was making it even more difficult when I was trying to, when I was recording as well, in the gameplay, or the failed attempt of it anyway. And most of them I survived it, like the firefight, and I tried to push on, but it still didn't work out because of the fact that, I mean, it's multiple things. Like the circle is not always over Grim Gables. Sometimes the circle may be further south or whatever, and that was the case. And by the time I made it there, Grim Gables was already being covered by the storm, and not to mention the actual boss was gone already. So there's two main things. There's two main problems. If you land somewhere else, you have no time for it. If you try to land somewhere else to gather up the chrome splashes and then make your way on back to Grim Gables, by the time you get there, the boss is likely already dead, because lots of people land here at Grim Gables now. It's pretty much of a hot spot, and people kill the boss like almost instantly. And it literally happened. That's what you witnessed in the beginning of the gameplay at the beginning. Like the boss was already almost dead. And I was like, no! I had to run straight back to the boss and try to get some damage on them just so it can still count, because it was just that fast. And I couldn't even get it out of my mouth first without even it happening. I couldn't even explain it without it happening, like right then and there. And I was like, no, come on. So there was multiple of these failed attempts, and it did not work out. And it was like several attempts at this. And I realized before long that this is just not working. My plan isn't working. And I thought it was going to be a surefire plan, man. An ironclad plan to have at least 2 stacks of chrome splashes, because you can't be affected by the fire. You can't take fire damage as long as you're chromified. Have at least 2 stacks of them. That way I can be able to fight the boss without having to worry about taking damage, taking that fire damage, and have some kind of evochrome, having the evochrome weapons as well. That way you can level up your weapon. I think that the boss does drop something. I can't remember what the boss drops, but yeah, it's been a difficult one, at least for me. But I'm not sure. Maybe other people, some of you guys, it's just got completely lucky and just like landed there immediately, and not too many other people were even there, and you just were able just to kill the boss instantly or whatever. But that sure wasn't the case for me. But I'm just lucky that I managed to even get some kind of shot. So if you've been struggling with this quest as well, I just recommend just try to land there immediately. Land straight there. Don't go anywhere else like I did. Land directly at Grim Gables. Try to go around the area. Go in this little shack. What was that little shack where the some weapons are usually? Just try to find some weapons anywhere in the area. I recommend going here. This is another little like a little mini building shack, sort of shed or whatever you want to call it. And it has some kind of. It usually have a chest in there, at least one chest, or in nearby the area. Just find a weapon and immediately go down there. If somebody's already fighting the monster, then try to like lay low and sneak in there if you have to, and like get some shots in on the boss, and that should complete it. That's the best way to do that, that I think anyway. But I mean, I still say my plan would have worked beautifully, but there's just no time. There's just no time for that. Anybody got time for that? So yeah, I mean that's the only thing I can say about that. But nevertheless, I'm glad that I managed to complete that particular quest. But yeah, nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this. That's going to be the end of this. I thought there was going to be a much more gameplay to it, but this one ended up being more on the shorter side. But I just really wanted to explain what I was trying to explain before and the many failed attempts. Another thing that I didn't get a chance to mention was that I also, upon landing here in those other failed attempts, there was a repair torch that dropped, and that completely reminded me that I did just release a video not long ago talking about this. This method is the most OP method on duplicating the chroma splashes, and that's using the repair torch just by burning, basically using it to burn anything that's made of chrome. Basically anything that already drops chrome splashes. Like trees, like the rocks, like the other sort of, I don't know, tables. Basically anything that's not an actual structure that's made of chrome, you can like damage it using the chrome, the repair torch, and it will just drop a whole crap ton of them. It was just non-stop raining chrome splashes. It's like insane. It's the most insane thing that I've ever seen. So you're good if you have a repair torch, then you're good on that. And I just wanted to mention that again because there's a lot of people, I suppose, that missed out and didn't get a chance to see that video that I did that was talking about it, where I discovered it. So I wanted to mention that, just in case some people really need some more chrome splashes and maybe they have a repair torch handy. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Nevertheless, I know this was more of a talking sort of session, whatnot, but nevertheless, I hope you guys still enjoyed it. There's definitely going to be more content on the way, more gameplay available of the Fortnite mirrors. So stay tuned. Never you mind about that. Stay tuned for more of that because there's going to be more of them to come. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Share your friends and subscribe for more content. Definitely more content coming on the way. I am the Mitch. You're watching the Mitch Zone, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, guys.